Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda, and this is mine, Nicholas's, and Elizabeth's case study 2 on the company HP. So, the first question is from Chapter 5, and it is about using the information about managing a small business from the chapter. Have each member of the group analyze whether they would like to work in a small business, either as an employee or a founder. And Nicholas's answer is I would rather work for an established business as there are more opportunities for advancement, as if you're starting your own company as a founder, you're already at the top. Yes, there's ownership, but the required growth to make significant money is magnitudes greater. Elizabeth's answer is I would rather work for a large established company as a new grad. I'm not opposed to working for a small business as a founder, but I would prefer to gain experience in the field before starting my own venture. Working in a new business doesn't appeal to me at this time because it's a huge time and capital investment with no guaranteed return. I also don't feel I'm well versed enough in management, marketing, and finance to lead a successful team yet. I'd rather spend time shadowing seasoned professionals at this point in my career. My answer is I would want to work at an established company based on my past work experience at smaller companies. The places I worked at were family owned and the work environment didn't line up with my personality. I like to have structure in my work life and the family owned companies would give me a different schedule all the time due to being understaffed. There were also more conflicts in these small businesses because family members worked there. They got better treatment from the bosses in terms of schedules and discipline. Working for a larger company gives me the structure and stability I like in a job. The next slide is from chapter 6. The question is what kind of design does this organization have? What situational influences have impacted their design? Do they use centralized or decentralized approach in decision making? How does this impact their corporate culture and how might it impact their response to change? So the answer to this question is HP has a market structure, and a market structure is based on two overlapping bases of departmentalization. HP is divisional breakdown by region, is made up of seven main businesses: service, enterprise, storage, and servers, personal system growth, image and printing group, financial services, corporate investments and services, and software. And then HP uses matrix structure because it can focus on product development and innovation with these functional groups, and it also helps with the strong pressure of external competition. HB uses a centralized approach in research and development and corporate strategy and decentralized for marketing. This causes communication issues with sales reps not completely understanding the product and R&D not understanding the needs of different markets. Could take longer for change to be fully implemented in the organization using a matrix structure. Communication troubles with the mix of centralized and decentralized approach in the matrix structure could hinder its ability to make decisions quickly. Chapter 7. The question for Chapter 7 reads Have there been any substantial or disruptive innovations that have impacted the industry of this firm in the last 10 years? You can refer back to what you learned in the case. How did the firm react, think about, plan, and reactive change? How successful was it? So the answer to this question is the sudden resurgence of AMD processors has been a disruptive force that has impacted HP and their industry at large within the last 10 years. A large portion of AMD's demand for processor parts comes from Intel, and HP uses Intel processors. This demand for AMD source processors initiated a large product stack shift within HP. This processor demand explosion was caused by a new higher demand for personal computers. This demand was further stoked by the last 19 months of the pandemic as more people started to work and do school remotely. Additionally, there is a global computer chip shortage. For both these reasons, HP has backlogs of Chromebook orders. HP has reacted by repeatedly placing orders in AMD sourced processors and chips. They've also looked for new suppliers, but with little success. HP continues to pursue two new routes to meet demand, but the blockage is predicted to carry into 2023. This HP shortage has given firms that don't use Intel processors a bit of a competitive advantage. And then chapter 8, the question reads, does the firm have culture of recruiting internally or externally? What kinds of training does it offer new employees? How does it evaluate employees? How does it manage diversity well? And the answer to this question is HB has a culture of recruiting both internally and externally. Management positions, especially upper management positions, are largely recruited internally. Engineering, IT, sales, finance, marketing, supply chain, operation positions for HP are largely recruited externally. The training new employees receive depends on the department they're joining. HP offers a wide variety of internship programs, both virtually and around the world. It's fairly common for HP to recruit full-time employees from these programs once candidates have had hands-on experience. Many departments at HP also provide new hires with a mentor. HP has its own internally taught education classes with subject matter pertaining to both technical skills and managerial skills. Routine employee evaluations at HP happen at least once a year for all positions. HP is an incredibly diverse company compared to industry averages. It manages this diversity by trying to eliminate biases in the hiring process. They try to hire and compensate based on hard work and merit. They also have an upper management position solely devoted to ensuring and promoting diversity. Their chief diversity officer is Leslie Slatton Brown. Furthermore, 46% of HP's board of directors are females and 54% are minorities. Thank you. That is all.